Good evening and welcome to BFI Gothic Cookery. My name is Nathalie Morris. By day, I'm a curator at the BFI National Archive. By night, I like to wield large knives and chop things up. I'm here with film archivist Jenny Hammerton, who's a specialist in the eating and drinking habits of the stars. And tonight we're going to be celebrating one of the great horror actors of cinema,
Vincent Price.
Vincent was best known for his unforgettable roles in films such as House of Wax, The House on Haunted Hill, and Roger Corman's 1960s Edgar Allan Poe adaptations. But what many people don't know is that also he was a great cook and gourmet. Tell us a bit about it, Jenny.
Well, Vincent wanted to take the ordinary cook on a tour all around the world via their cooker rather than a jet plane, encouraging the ordinary cook, such as us, to experiment with unusual ingredients and international recipes. He did a fantastic cookery show in England in the 70s called Cooking Price-Wise, and we're going to make a recipe that was in the book that accompanied this excellent television series.
And we have a copy of the book here. Okay, so goulash.
Goulash. Our ingredients are
Chuck steak,
paprika,
onions,
potatoes,
lard,
garlic,
beef stock,
flour and salt,
tomatoes,
a chalice of wine,
and last but not least, a bouquet garni, which is parsley, thyme, and some bay leaves tied up with string. So Jenny, what do you want me to do?
First of all, I think you should chop up the chunk steak into 1-inch cubes because Vincent was writing for British people in the 70s, so 1 inch was what he recommended.
Okay.
And I'll do the onions. Let's do it.
Okay, so Jenny, you've cooked quite a lot of Vincent's recipes.
Yeah, my absolute favourite is his chicken in chicken in pineapple. You get a whole pineapple and you hollow it out and you fill it with this delicious chicken mixture. Then you put the top back on and you serve it like that. Chicken in pineapple. But what I really love is that Vincent did a series of cookery lessons on LP record, the Vincent Price International Cookery Course. And they're absolutely brilliant because he tells you all about how to host a dinner party with food from a particular region. Done a good job there, Nathalie.
He was quite an Anglophile as well.
Yes, he was.
Because I think one of the things that's really interesting is that we think of him as a horror actor who acted in lots of American B movies and great sort of classic horror films, but he actually started his career on the London stage in the 1930s.
Wow, yeah.
And he played lots of serious roles. He went back to America. He was in Otto Preming's Laura, like a great classic of film noir. And it wasn't really until the 50s when he starred in House of Wax as a sort of mad sculptor of wax models that he really kind of entered into the horror genre. So Jenny, I'm done chopping the steak.
Fabulous.
What do I need to do next?
The next step is to roll all the meat, firstly in paprika and then in the flour with the salt. Right. Rolling.
Okay.
So each piece gets coated with paprika and then with the flour. Vincent's goulash it's not runny like a Hungarian goulash soup. It's quite kind of sturdy, it's quite rich tomatoey sauce with it, which is really comforting, especially on Halloween. I think there's a movie where he does a bit of cooking.
Yeah, in Theatre of Blood when Vincent Price cooks Robert Morley's poodle and makes him eat it.
Yeah, that's the one.
He was bad.
He was bad.
He was a bad man, he was evil.
In so many ways.
Okay, gas on, lard in the pan, sizzling away nicely. Onions in the pan. And so, Jenny, Vincent says to brown the onions.
Yeah.
Okay, the onions are looking nice and brown. So I'm just going to tip those out. Add a bit more lard. Carefully floured meat covered in paprika and flour into the pan. And the all-important ingredient.
A whole chalice of wine will go in the goulash and it will make it very good and hearty. Add the stock.
While Jenny's adding the last ingredients, I'm going to make the bouquet garni, the all-important final touch. So it's a sprig of parsley, a sprig of thyme, and a bay leaf that I picked from my balcony this morning. And then you just tie it together with some string. So I get to use the axe now, which is really cool. So you just tie them all together with the string, and then I'm going to add it to the pot.
2 hours on the stove or in the oven.
So this has been cooking very slowly on the hob. Watch out for the steam.
Oh, that smells really good. Delicious food for an autumn evening.